Okay, folks, how we doing this Sunday morning? It's a beautiful morning out here. Man, I was doing this video and it stopped on me. All right, I got to try to find a way to get more memory on this phone, but I'm getting another phone probably in about another month anyway. But anyway, I want to talk to you, give you a cautionary tale. All right, for you young people, if you're listening to parents, either your children and so forth. Okay, to talk to your kids about this type of, I don't know if it's like a prank or this little DoorDash thing here. Okay, knocking on doors and running. I did that type of stuff when I was a kid. All right, to my next door neighbor when I was living back in Virginia and all that, and eventually got caught myself. Okay. Anyway, his name is James Mosier. Lives in they call it the Norfolk Island of Long Island in New York. Actually, it's a very nice community. They got beaches out there. They got land with houses. I never thought that Long Island or New York was that nice. Okay, but it's way out there at almost the end part of the east part of Long Island. All right, so that's going to be more like living in the country, like in Virginia or Delaware, or like, the coastal South Carolina. Well, there were some kids that were playing around at it was a house party, a little sleepover party that another homeowner nearby that was holding. Okay, and they had to set up like a playground, but the kids decided, I guess, to do this little door. I don't know. They call it what is it? To do a little door dashing thing, knocking on the door, running type game. And what they did, they ended up catching this man that I just mentioned. He was sleeping, and I guess he was startled when they came and knocked on his back door. And Mr. Mosier had busted some shot outs and hit this 15-year-old boy in the upper arm, and he was airlifted to a hospital where he's expected to be fine and he'll be released. Okay, Mosier was released on a $20,000 bond. Okay, that I guess is something that they're going to have to go back to court again for. But that's one of the things now. This ain't like it was 20, 30, 40 years ago, where things were maybe a little bit more glorious. There's a lot of people on edge now. You have people out there are out of work still. Okay, they're not doing as well as they did 2 years ago. Okay, because COVID and all that stuff. And more people are arming themselves after, let's say, all this looting and stuff. Okay, that happened during those George Floyd protests. Gun sales has done went up. Okay, excuse me. So it's one of the things that you really want to be careful, because I don't know if it applies there, but some of those rules, particularly in the South, that they have what they call castle laws. Okay, that basically when you own a person's property unlawfully, your life is in there. You could be in their hands of that homeowner. Okay, so it's one of the things that you really, really have to be careful when you. I would say if you don't have a good reason, don't show up or don't get caught around somebody's property. That's the best advice I can give. You have incidents like that. And while I'm doing this podcast here, I had an incident where, and gentlemen, you know who you are. 6 months ago, you come banging on my window at Sunday morning or Saturday night at 3:30 in the morning, running off. Okay, you did the same thing last week, coming tapping on my walls or whatever. Okay, we've had this talk before. Okay, I had to come up there and talk to y'all. Whoever that you send out there, whether it's you or a third party, y'all must not value your life. You know what I'm saying? To show up at somebody's property at 3:30 in the morning with no probable cause or whatever, okay? And what you're doing, you already know it's illegal, but you decide you want to do it anyway, okay? But I can tell you though, eventually you're gonna get caught, and when you do that, that's your ass. Furthermore, anybody out there, and sir, you know who you are, that'll sit up here and say, well, the person with the loudest mouth is not going to do anything. Okay, if you meant that statement to be for me, well, let me tell you something, partner. You ain't seen my resume, OG, okay? Being that, you know, I like you, but let me tell you something. Being that you the feds anyway, okay? You might want to take a look at my DD-214 or whatever, okay? So I have a lot of marksmanship and firearms expertise or whatever, okay? So I'm not nobody to sleep on. I'm just saying, generally speaking, okay? So you may want to ask questions before you come off saying stuff you don't know what you're talking about, okay? In fact, if you want to say something to me, you be a man, okay? You be a man and you email me, okay? And I would dare you to come tell me that I'm not nothing or whatever, sir. I'm gonna put it to you like that, okay? When you want to come out to Vegas again or whatever, okay? See, I like stuff like that. So it's like whatever, okay? So you might want to ask questions before you end up saying stuff that, you know, you don't know what you're saying, all right? But anyway, that's a cautionary tale, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Talk to your kids or whatever, okay? This is not a game, all right? This little door dashing thing. And let me know what you think about the video here, okay? Feel free to subscribe, like, share, check out some other videos, and thank you for your time.